30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's dark, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reasonable doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my head stone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my head stone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my head stone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have a thoughts for the cream renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant, can I live?
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Rams. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway.
DC!
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Orange.
Now Goff. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Carr now on 1st down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Carr to throw again. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On now it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. From a distance, he'd certainly like to forget. This one from 27 yards out. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
Well, we turn our attention to the Rams here as the offense comes out. So many positive vibes around this club entering 2018. Their 3rd season back in L.A., a new stadium on the way. And coming off of last year, Charles, and you said this to me in the car on the way over, it's going to be interesting to see what this year brings.
That's because they will actually be the team that's hunted now, and they haven't been that for a long time, meaning they're sitting on top of the NFC West. Many people think they might be the team to beat in the NFC overall, even with the Eagles and the Vikings staring at them. So explosive on offense last year. Defense kept getting better, and in the offseason, the defense added cornerback Marcus Peters, added defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh, both Pro Bowlers. They think that they're ready right now to challenge for a Super Bowl, and they intend to go for it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case. Yeah,
and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing now is Carr. Going deep here for Bryant. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. To throw on 2nd down is gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Gurley. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So out come the Raiders. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Carr now on 1st down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
694.
Here's Carr. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's got this one down to the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
76, Helen. 76. 76.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'll be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Now Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Goff. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Ndamukong Suh. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Well, Suh has gone west, but still a huge body and still wreaking havoc.
And guess what? Teams are going to have to try to find a way to block these two. Aaron Donald, the reigning defensive player of the year. And Ndamukong Suh, power, force, fury. We just saw it right there as he picks up another sack.
Going deep here for Bryant. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. There he goes inside the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Martavis Bryant, 43 yards. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And the lead is now 10-3. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Goff. Being chased out left. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. John Gruden's return to the sideline going swimmingly thus far as his Raiders have the lead and another 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Carr Bryant with a catch right side. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And this one is no. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Carr now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Carr to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Complete to Bryant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Shotgun now for Carr. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And now running right through it. Oh, now. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Goff. And the Raiders have got him. Jonathan Hankins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Goff on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Go, 12, go. Go, 12, go. 52, 12, 12, 12.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Ric Flair.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Another carry now for Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's third down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
180. 14.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. On play action. Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown as a member of the Rams. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Carr throwing on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 87 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Walsh adds the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On first down, gone. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. First down now, but that clock rolling. Goff on first down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Rams on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing again is Goff. It escapes the sack. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now it's gone. And his throw is incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for gone. And it's complete. This is Austin Cole. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10, gone. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. To throw on second down is gone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught at the 7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Goff now to throw, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.